Quad 106.5, that's Silverchair with Tomorrow. Before that, Soundgarden with Pretty Noose. And right now, something kind of hard to find from Nirvana. It's on a French import of Heart-Shaped Box. Cut number 3. Here's Marigold on Quad 106.5.
It's been a good experience so far, so I'm going to stick with it.
These are carts. This is how the station makes money. This is advertising. Like this right here is Chief Auto Parts. We play these at a rate for the companies that would like to advertise on the radio station, and this is how the radio station really makes their money. They don't make it by playing the CDs, they make it by playing the carts.
Also how some station employees eventually get their paychecks.
Yeah, through the advertising, the station pays their bills and pays the jocks and their personalities. So that's pretty much the heart of radio. There's the spots.
And in comes Rob Ensley.
Look at that, that's a shiznit, huh?
Isn't that a great sticker?
Caller 8, try again, please.
Rob just brought in the new
9, try
Quad
again,
106.5 sticker.
That's the shiznit, huh?
Attention, all bicycle riders.
Yeah, it's 60 seconds.
Super sale happens.
Okay, you're a winner.
Oh, good.
So
Thank you.
you've heard about the Cable Guy, right?
Yeah,
What's your view on that movie so far?
it's a fun movie.
Probably, huh?
Yeah.
You never know till you see it.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
I get to see it?
yeah.
Good.
So a week from tomorrow night at UA Downtown Plaza. We'll see you there.
Okay.
Okay, hang on the line, Pat.
Okay, thanks.
And I'm supposed to say hi to Andy. That's just some, listener that always listens. And, everyone who listens gets mentioned at least once at one time or another in the next 1,000 years. So I'm out of here, but Giles Hendriksen is coming up next as I leave you with one of the Summer Splash bands. Here are the Plimsolls with Oldest Story in the World on Quad 106.5. Giles Hendriksen, where are you originally from?
I'm from England. Wales, Llandrindod, Wales is where my home is.
Weren't you on the air in England?
Yeah.
What did you do there, and how was it different?
It was a radio station called Radio Wyvern, which is a commercial radio station. There's only 90 commercial radio stations in England. And I did 10 to 1, Monday through Friday. And whereas here we have our playlists, and we talk after every third song. In the UK, we talk after every song. So you just banter all the time. So it's far more fast-paced. So you do like a 3-hour shift, but you're really working because you're talking and you're choosing your own music and you're talking and you're trying to get a rapport going. Whereas here, you play 3 songs and you have time to sit down and work out what you're going to talk about. And just far more relaxed. And the view here is wonderful. So you can just sit back and it's just a more relaxed place to be, I think. No, but this is fun. I mean, what a great job to have. This is, you stand here and you mix music together. It's great. It is, in a way, it's an art form, but it's only seen by those who, not that I'm trying to make myself sound, wonderful or whatever, but you can really appreciate when you listen to an album and you get the producer who's mixed the album so well. You really appreciate good music, and when you're here, and because you're dealing with good music, it's an insult not to do it justice by mixing it incorrectly.
A lot of people usually ask how you get into the business, and I know Alex and myself have been asked this question, but what would you just say, what would you attribute most of your success to?
Timing.
On your own, or with others too?
See, this job, if you really want to do this job, you will do it. If you really want to do it, because if you're hungry enough, you'll do anything to get it. You'll work at 3 o'clock in the morning and you'll try your hardest to learn as much as you possibly can and do the best job you possibly can. Work for less money than the person you're trying to take the job from. Perseverance, and also timing. See, I was lucky because the timing here I was very fortunate, I think.
There was an opening.
Yeah, there was, and I was lucky to be there and grab it. So, I think that's... Quad 106.5, that was Dada. Above them was Sober from Tool. It's around 10 minutes into 2. Hi, good afternoon. Heading towards you this hour. Brand new music from the Foo Fighters along with Green Day. Also live Four Non Blondes and the Meat Puppets will be coming up. We'll give you a chance to pick up tickets to go to the premiere of The Cable Guy, taking us a little bit closer to that. This is Alice in Chains doing Wood.
Quad 106.5 was an independent radio station that played alternative music throughout the 90s. I stayed there until November 1996. Then I moved on to explore other things in music and radio. And one of those things was writing for a music trade magazine called Virtually Alternative. And I got to interview big names in the radio industry and learn more about what it takes to make a winning radio station, even if you're just an alternative to the big corporate structure. So Quad had a lot of accomplishments on an independent level. It was one of the top rated independent alternative radio stations in America at the time, in the mid-90s. And that was pretty much the peak of alternative radio in terms of popularity. So it was a very popular format in the 90s. Not so much after that, because a lot of the radio groups merged together and then lost track of what the format was about, which was more of a community-driven spirit in which you did a lot of events that were cultural and not just commercial. And so the radio industry became a lot more commercial after the Telecom Act of 1996. You had a lot of companies that merged together, and lost in the mix were independent radio stations. But we still have the memories of stations like Quad in Sacramento.